What's going on, y'all? It's Danka. One of the most common questions that I've been getting in my live streams is how do I get so many points when I'm going for a certified run or a personal best on No Hesi? Now, the key to the high scores revolves around 4 main factors: the map, the route, the car, and the camera. You'll need tier 3 to access 110 along with the Subaru. If you can't afford that, don't worry, these tips will still help you get certified. If you haven't played before and you don't even know how the score works, this is kind of a simple way to explain it. When you pass a car, you get a certain amount of points. Base points is like 20, and then you get a multiplier, so it's multiplying those points by that multiplier that you get, and then that multiplier gets added to the combo. The overall combo builds up over time. It snowballs. It's fairly simple once you start realizing that it's really just all about the multiplier. Let's talk about why 110 is the meta. There's sections of 110 where there's 4, 5, or 6 lanes of traffic, which allows you to be able to change white lines more often, which is something that I want you to think of a lot more, is changing white lines, not changing lanes. Because if you're sitting in the middle of lanes and you're changing lanes, you're going to get substantially less score than if you're riding on a white line. You take a gap on that white line, and then right after you take that gap, you look for the next gap to cut through and take that gap on that white line. And as long as you keep on switching white lines, your multiplier is going to stay up in the like 100x. Sometimes you'll see a 200x. If you stay on one white line for too long, more than like 2 or 3 cuts, you're going to get capped at like 10x multiplier, and it sucks. That's probably the main way that I rack up points so fast, really. Now, I feel like there's not really a best starting location on 110. There's 3 that I do have as a favorite. Each spot, you can get lucky with a traffic pattern. 10 East is one of my favorites, mainly because you can start off with some speed, so even if the traffic pattern isn't super dense, you've got the speed multiplier to at least start off your run and give you a good combo at the beginning, which is really important. If you have a good combo at the beginning, you get more points throughout the whole run, because like I said, that combo multiplier just snowballs and snowballs and snowballs. 10 East is probably the one that I go to the most, just because I'll have like 200 million a minute in, which is absolutely insane. Now let's talk about the Subaru and why the Subaru is meta. And I think it's like 68 of the top 100 got their high scores with the Subaru. This thing is like driving a flying pencil. It is so easy to just go through any cut. The turning radius is insane while keeping the grip that it has. It just doesn't lose traction. The car is good without a tune, but definitely check out the Setup Exchange and try one of those tunes if you haven't already, or if you feel like you're struggling. Personally, I use a missions tune. I found that in the No Hesi Discord. So without the Setup Exchange, you could just go to the No Hesi Discord, search for people's tunes or whatever in the little search bar, and you might find something that would help you out. The GR86 is also a great car. I believe that's available to everybody. And the LFA is also a good alternative. Like, if you don't have to drive the Subaru, as long as it's not like a boat and you're not just gonna tap everything in your way. Now, the camera trick. This is something that is absolutely insane. In Series 2, people were telling me to use this hood cam, and I didn't like it at all. I like first person, neck effects, all that good stuff, and I stuck with that. And now after the series started, I did have some people tell me to try roof cam or hood cam again, and I tried it, forgot to turn off neck effects. I didn't like it at all, but saw Vroomy recommended using it at 30 FOV with no neck effects, and I was like, all right, let me give it one more try. And I ended up over doubling my personal best. I think at the time it was like 9.5 billion. I ended up getting 23 billion. And now I have 29 billion using this cam. All you have to do, go into first person, open up your onboard settings. You can hold control to get a center line. If you even want to, you can open photo mode to give yourself an extra like line and whatnot. Line up with the mirror, go up to the roof, and go back up until you get to like where you need to be with 30 FOV to be able to see traffic far ahead of you, easily be able to see which white lines you can shift to and get more points and maximize off of those. Highly recommend trying this camera. I didn't only double my score, but it's pretty much what all of the top players are using. But yeah, to sum it all up, use 110 for the best score potential. Prioritize cuts over speed. Don't stay on one white line. Use the Subaru or any car with that high of a maneuverability. Start in a good location to build an early combo. Use roof cam with 30 FOV. Just give it a try. If you can do this above 110 miles per hour for 25 minutes straight without tapping 3 times, then you should be able to get certified. At the end of the day, it just requires being consistent and consistently cutting. If this helped you out, drop a like and let me know your best score so far in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more No Hesi videos and guides. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.